All right, another exciting Yakkin' with You Jagoff episode, and you're going to see the whole cast of Sullivan Son. And right now we have the star of the show, Pittsburgher Steve Byrne. How are you, man?
Good to see you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
Appreciate
really?
it.
Do you mean that?
I really do, yeah.
Yeah.
It's good to be here. Yeah. You Jagoff.
There you go. See, he has
Yeah.
it. This is really cool, though, because I don't think I've ever really been in a true talk show format where there's like couches and things like that.
Yeah, it's like a very affordable late night talk
Yeah.
show. Yeah, it's like if it took place in Grandma's basement, this would be it.
Yeah, that's kind of it here. Like there's a dartboard over there and all that kind of stuff. So you're back in Pittsburgh. And
I'm just waiting for a cat to jump up on my lap.
You're back in Pittsburgh. Is it fun to come back to Pittsburgh, or is it like a hell of a lot of work because you don't get any rest?
No, it's always fun.
Yeah.
Always fun to be back in Pittsburgh. I just love going to my favorite spots. I don't know, for some reason I just reconnected with, me growing up here. I always go to Ide's comic book shop, even though I don't read as much comics as I used to when I was younger. I still go there. Always go to Permani's. We landed last night at midnight, and at 1 o'clock we were at Permani Brothers, and then we got into our hotel room. So it was our first stop as soon as we got here.
So what's the score tally right now? Who has eaten the most Permani sandwiches?
The score tally is toilet 1, the boy 0.
Oh, there you go.
Permani Brothers should set up a system where you can send flowers to your toilet.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, toilet. You got to work overtime, but I had to go to Permani.
So for anybody that doesn't know, what gets you from Pittsburgh to Sullivan Son and your comedy career? Which clubs did you start out? What was your worst nightmare club?
Oh my God. I mean, I started off in New York City, so I went to high school out here. I would come back in the summers and work at the Hampton Inn, which is now closed. It used to be on Route 8 in Hampton. And I went to Kent State University. I graduated from there, went to New York City, not knowing what I was going to do. And I walked up and down Broadway. I started at 96th Street and just said, I'm going to start at 96 and walk all the way down until I get a job at a restaurant. And I got a job at Caroline's Comedy Club. I walked in, the manager said, what do you want to do? I said, I'll do anything. He said, come back tomorrow, you're hired. I said, great. So I started sweeping the floors. Never been to a comedy club, never really had any interest in it other than when I was a kid growing up watching the A&E, Caroline's Comedy Hour with Bud Friedman from the Improv, and it was pretty cool. But I never intended on doing it. And once I saw it, I was enamored. I thought, I'd like to try that. I tried it. The minute I tried it, I said, that's what I'm doing the rest of my life. I don't care if I ever make a dime. And there's still days where I don't feel like I have made a dime, but it doesn't matter. I'm doing what I love, and it's absolutely the best job in the world.
It's kind of like a vampire. You get bitten by that thing of people laughing at you, and you're addicted at that point.
Yeah. When I first started doing it, the 7 years I was in New York City, literally every day for 7 years, I do at least probably 5 to 8 sets a night. And stand-up to me was like a girl, a hot girl that I couldn't stop thinking about. I had to be around her all the time. I was thinking about her constantly. So for me, it never felt like work. It was just always fun. And now I get to do it on a television show, which is what every comic dreams of doing. And I get to do it with 3 other guys that are great friends of mine that are stand-ups.
Yeah, do you guys, who's the biggest agitator on this set? And
biggest agitator is probably me, because I like to, once I see an opening, I know I get to annoy that person. I annoy the hell out of them. Slip in a nice little remark to, keep them on track, but to tease them too. I'm always busting chops.
My favorite character is your mom on the set.
Mine too.
Saying the best things that everybody wants to say. Like, I think I probably wouldn't even get paid to do that job if I could say those
when
things.
she said all you Americans you need to pay your bar tabs, you're always in debt, that's why you're China's little bitch. It was like, she's called me a little bitch. You're gonna call me in a little bitch tone. It's just like, it's awesome. And people are always like, is that like your real mom? I'm like, no, the TV mom is actually nicer than my real mom, which is surprising. But she is the best, and the whole cast is amazing. I mean, I have Dan Lauria, Mr. Arnold playing my dad. They're the best. Christine Ebersol, well, she's won 2 Tony Awards. Jodie Long played Margaret Cho's mom on All American Girl. Now she plays my mom. It was funny, we had Margaret on this season, and she said, wow, I never had kids, and I feel like my daughter and son are both here. And that hit home to me. Wow,
that's cool. You're at a bar. Is there real drinks there?
After we're done taping, yeah.
Yeah, is that right?
Yeah, after we're done taping, yeah. We've had, the first season, I think we partied really hard, because we don't know if we're going to be around or not. So I remember driving the golf cart that we have on the set, running it through background chairs, and I would love to see the security camera footage of it, because we would get pretty schlitzed and just have a blast, because we're like, we don't know if we're going to last 3 weeks, but we're going to have fun doing it. Yeah. And here we are, we're in our 3rd season, and people keep tuning in. So knock on wood, we come back for a 4th and 5th and 6th.
Yeah. Is it fair to ask you what's your favorite thing that you think about when you think about Pittsburgh?
My favorite thing when I think about Pittsburgh, I'm a huge Penguins fan, so that's always top of the list. Lemieux's my favorite of all time. I still go back and watch my Mario the Motion Picture on VHS. I still have that, and I watch it every now and then for old time's sake. But my favorite thing, to be completely honest, is the people. I love the people. They're passionate about the sports teams, but what I love about them is that they're so down to earth. They'll always keep you in check. You can never get too high in your britches, and I think there's a Midwestern value, but a blue-collar mentality that resonates through the city. And that was kind of the blueprint and the foundation for the atmosphere of the show, Sullivan Son.
So here's one last question. Do you remember the Mr. Rogers theme? Can you sing it?
Yeah, I was a child. I grew up with PBS. I remember WQED. Absolutely, I'm game.
Let's hear it.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a wonderful day in the neighborhood. Could you be mine? Would you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor, you Jagoff? Watch Sullivan and Son Tuesday nights, TBS, 10 o'clock, you Jagoffs.